I'm gonna start off by putting my light in this back corner. I know I'm stepping outside the lines, but everything's falling within the lines, so I think that's okay. And I'm working with our wonderful model, Laura. And so I have this first light positioned, kind of 3/4 up above. Next, I am going to meter our lights. Got 11.3. So now I'm gonna come over, and this is gonna be our first look. Given best practices, we always want to start off with a color checker. Taking our first photo here. So you see our first picture comes up. First thing I like to do is simply get a white balance. The exposure looks perfect. And so this is our first look. I'm gonna bring our fan. I'm gonna bring it about right here. I'm putting the fan on the left-hand side because the light is on the right-hand side, and so it's gonna give us a cast shadow if I do decide to shoot full length. So therefore I'm putting it on her other side. Beautiful. I just want to see what this first one looks like. And she is already killing it. Our exposure is dead on. The one thing I want you to change from is just cheat your face towards that light just a little bit. Beautiful. And here I'm not going to over direct. I'm just going to kind of let her do her thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love. And right now I would say I'm probably about 9 to 10 feet away from her. Beautiful job. Love. Love. Not a bad picture in the whole group. Beautiful. Love. And just bring more of your hair to the front for me. We're gonna get 3 more at this 3/4. Love. Now I'm gonna go full length. I'm just gonna bring the fan back a little bit. Now to go full length here. So here I'm shooting these vertical, and I'm even stepping to the side a little bit in order to get her all the way into the frame. And can I even get you putting like a foot back against the wall, like a heel? Perfect. And here I'm just coming to my left side just a little bit. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Fantastic. And now I'm going to even change my position and kind of come over to the right-hand side, which kind of gives us a completely other look. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And you'll notice with Laura, she simply doesn't miss. Beautiful. And now that I'm a little further back, because I went to this corner, I'm going to go back to full body. Gorgeous. Beautiful. And everything that dirties a frame up there, I'll get rid of that in post. Beautiful job. For this first setup, it doesn't get any easier than this. You can do this with a speed light. Here you see me just doing it with a bare bulb flash. I simply have our model Laura against the wall over here. I have my light in the upper right-hand corner, off to the model's right, and I'm just facing her, giving this nice cast shadow. I shot this straight on, and then from camera left and camera right to give me slightly different views. And using the 45 to 100mm lens, I was easily able to shoot full-length fashion as well. So now, moving on to our next setup, I'm simply gonna reposition this light behind the background, so I'm not gonna get the shadow that you see going off to the side. The shadow is gonna be dropping right behind her, which is a different look. But before I do that, let me sneak in a few beauty shots. And if you're working in small spaces, focusing on tight shots instead of like how do you shoot full body all the time is also completely valid. So now I'm just gonna pull off some quick beauty shots. And I let my model know that I'm shooting beauty shots so that she kind of knows I'm really focusing on the face here. Perfect. Love. Beautiful. And let's incorporate some hands by the face. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Perfect. So again, we were able to shoot full length, we were able to shoot 3/4, and we were able to shoot some tight beauty shots just using this frame. And I'm gonna ask her when this light is facing her dead on. Is it facing you?
Yeah.
Perfect. And as you see, I kind of just have it positioned right there above the background. And so now we're gonna get a completely different look. I'm gonna remeter so my exposures, I don't have to play around. My exposures pretty much will be the exact same. Here I'm like 11.7, 11.8, so I'm gonna close down till I get to about 11.2 where we were before. I'm gonna get one more color card in there, just so I have some of these to reference throughout the shoot. Beautiful job. I'm overexposing just a touch. So if I was shooting more along the lines of my metered settings, this exposure would be a little bit more accurate. I probably will, just to be safe, go to f11. Hair looks good, wardrobe is good. Perfect. And now you'll see the light is directly behind me. So we're getting a completely different look now. I am opening up just a touch instead of making the adjustment inside of Capture One. Beautiful. And the same thing I did before. I'm just kind of come over to my left-hand side, switch the angles up just a little bit. And here now you're gonna see a little bit of a shadow forming behind her. Love that, that was really nice. Beautiful job. And remember, we don't forget to move around, coming back over to the right-hand side. And in post, I'll get rid of the background over in the corner. I'm shooting these horizontal because it looks better for video. And I'm gonna come back and wrap up with some beauty. Again, this is a different look because now I don't have that shadow dropping off to the side and it's just dead on. And again, coming in, getting some tight beauty. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Love that. Beautiful job. And having the light directly behind me really makes it easy for her to move any direction that she wants. There really is no bad angle. And here you can see my shadow creeping in just a little bit, which is definitely something you have to worry about. So I'm gonna reshoot those where I'm not getting my shadow in it. And this is where a longer lens would come into play, but I'm simply just gonna step back a little bit. And now I can see my shadow right there on her. So I'm gonna make sure that my shadow is not in the shot. Definitely have to watch out for your shadow when the light is directly behind you and we're in this kind of low ceiling situation. Now I'm just gonna give a little bit more to the hair for these beauty shots. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So now we've done two completely different looks simply by changing where the shadow falls, but the lighting was still somewhat the same, and we were dealing with hard light before. Now, inside of this small space, I want really, 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 really soft light. The way I'm gonna do this is easier than you think. I'm going to bounce the light from overhead behind here onto that wall and then back on to Laura. So Laura, if I could have you basically switch sides. Again, I'm gonna re-meter just because I wanna make sure that we are dialed in. 569, and I'm at power 7.9. I think 569 is nice. Let me see if I can get to F11 for consistency. I'm gonna use our color checker. If I can have you hold this up. Thank you. And here I am worried a little bit about flare, but not too much. Getting a shot of the color checker. And we see we get like a little bit of spill on the top of her head, which I think is nice. I'm gonna white balance this. After I shoot this, I think I'm gonna dial in a look. Again, hands kind of on your hips. Beautiful. Cool. Now for this shot here, before I continue with this one, and you can see it almost looks like we're in like a sun-drenched room. I'm gonna dial in a little bit of a look. I'm going to come back here, kind of get the nice, happy, neutral place to start out with. Just gonna copy and paste that white balance. And then I am going to warm this up just a touch. And then to get all the browns to mix a little better, I'm gonna desaturate this. And I'm gonna add a pop of contrast. So now we have this simple look dialed in. Beautiful job, Laura. Doesn't miss. So now we're dealing with this really soft look with just a touch of hair light creeping in. And again, I'm about 10 feet away from her. Beautiful job. Gorgeous. Love. 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 She just doesn't miss. Now we're gonna go full length. Full length here. Again, if I just turn vertical, it's easy for me to dial in. And I'm gonna shoot from a slightly lower camera angle for these. Beautiful. And she doesn't need any over direction. Ooh, that was beautiful. The way the hair there, hold that. I got this nice hair blowing, so I'm gonna come in and kind of get a tighter shot. I'm just checking back to make sure I'm not getting any weird flares. And step forward a little bit, so a little bit more light hits you on the top of the head. Perfect. So here I just had her step forward a touch, to bring a little bit more light scraping it. That's a little too much. Move back a bit, right there, perfect. Definitely have to be careful with that flare, but that's beautiful. And so I'm opening up just a touch kind of on the fly because now that I'm here, I'm blocking a little bit of the light that was hitting her before. That's why you see me opening up just a little bit to right about there. I opened up to about f8 1/3. Sorry, I'm holding the camera up to my eye. I try to keep it so that you can see through the GoPro view, but I really do prefer having the camera up to my eye. And just a couple more kind of arms out to the side. I even like when you kind of grab the inside of the jacket and you're just kind of like, yes, beautiful. And here I'm widening up a little bit, cropping right above the knee. Again, these pictures are just gorgeous. It couldn't be any easier than this. One light, just bouncing it in front in our tiny room. I saw that hair, so I just stole it. And she just absolutely killed that.
Yeah.
Thank you.